Hey guys, this is Shoddy here. Welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Robot Arena 2. Basically today, this part's going to be dedicated completely to building. And also just before we start, I know I was doing an Iron Forge little mini-series, but I've decided to maybe not cancel it, but postpone it for now. Just because I just really wanted to, I'm getting more addicted into stock and some replica building as well, instead of just Iron Forge. And plus, I didn't really want to have to deal with some of some of the problems I have with Iron Forge that you saw in the last video if you watched that, such as, the game crashing and that, so don't really want to have to deal with that for today, so I just decided, you know what, I've got a robot that I kind of need to fix up here, so I thought may as well just show you the rebuilding of it in this video, so hopefully you guys can actually get some tips. I don't know if you guys can actually see what I need to fix up. The most obvious is probably this razor tip here. I'm planning on hopefully reducing the size a little bit just so I can fit in another iron spike just so it meshes up with everything. And I also want to make this robot invertible, so I'm hoping I'm hoping I can kind of fix these problems. Then let's just get straight on into it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to I don't think I can really maybe able to do it a bit, but yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can shorten up the chassis a little bit, just save a little bit of weight, because I actually need to do something that actually increase the weight. I mean, I technically don't have to do it, but for the purpose of this video, I'm actually gonna make this robot taller than it really needs to be. Just because for this video, I don't really want to have to deal with a type of stack, aka known as, aka you put a nifty here, and basically if I didn't lengthen that, if I didn't this seems to be the perfect height for this control board here to actually fit without stacking it, but otherwise I would have had to stack it pretty much like this or this, and that's it's a really hard stack to do, so I figured, you know what, for this video I'm not really going to bother with it, so but anyway, I'm going to actually remove that here for now because I actually need that little area for this snappy here, and I'm hoping I can lift it up a little bit. Maybe just a little, that should be fine. Actually, yeah, this should be good. And hopefully I can actually fit a base plate in here. This is why I was a little bit hesitant of actually shortening the chassis, but it seems to have worked out fine here. And I'm gonna flip this up a little bit. But yeah, basically what I want to do is basically do some snap loading. So I'm gonna show you what it is here. Don't worry about that if you guys don't know what it is or anything. It's a little bit hard to explain, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty easy. The main problem is, like, I mean, you may have seen a bit. I'll just hang on. I gotta fit another extender here. This is gonna be for. Oh no, hang on. Gonna put it in a T connector. And I'll get so. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, basically, you put up on this, and I also want to fire this up as well. And basically, you're gonna want to spin this little motor here. Basically, you want to keep going from back to forth, and see the snappers just come completely off. I'm actually have to fix this up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to press start, and hopefully it doesn't come directly back. There you go. That should be perfect. I had to move it back a little bit to where I'm get it to the max speed. So yeah, if you didn't know the max speed, I don't believe I can show you the max speed, but basically, if you see where this mouse cursor is, I think it would be around here maybe it would, and it can't put any more components on. So let's just put the drive motors on now. Basically, I'm just gonna want to fire this up so I can fit in this Z-Tech motor, but unfortunately, sometimes it completely fucks up and the Z-Tech motor just goes flying completely into oblivion, so I've got no idea why it does this, but yeah, sometimes it just happens, so you're going to have to do this again, unfortunately. And yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit annoying as well. It's the main problem with stock building, if I'm honest. It can get really, really annoying. But it's like, You need to learn this stuff to really become great at this game. And also I completely forgot to put the battery in, so I'll do that next time as well. Just maybe a bit more. Oh, nope. I just fucked up. Fuck, I keep fucking up here. I can't go too fast, but I can't go too slow either, which is the problem with this. Apologies if this is boring for you guys, but I hope it shows you guys how hard it can be to get the perfect build on some of these things. Kind of gives you hope it gives you a little bit more of a insight of what actually goes on when it comes to robot building. And also, can I? I think that's just it should be alright still if it's moved back a little bit. Because I don't think that's natural. I believe that's just the snapper itself that's doing that while I'm trying to snap a load. So I got a result, but it's not really the result I want for the moment. That's gone below the max beer, so I'm gonna have to do this again. Oh no, that T-connect is not where I want it. Because otherwise that snapper load just becomes completely pointless. Maybe a bit more. Oh, I'm actually doing it too fast but too slow at the same time. No, that's gone. I think that's out of the max beer. Hang on, let me just check, but I'm pretty sure it's out of the max beer. Yeah, it is. Damn. I don't think I actually need a fire snapper to attach the wheels, because that's what I was actually trying to do it for, if you didn't actually realise, but yeah, there you go, that's fine. There, put this on. I should not really need to have to bother with putting the X button on. If you're building like a horizontal spinner or something, then yeah, you really do need to deal with, or like even just a drive system that kind of where a wheel might intercept the chassis or a component. Like I'll show you an example here actually. I know I'm meant to be building right now, but this robot here, I would have to I have to fire the snapper to attach this drive here, especially for this one, because I don't know if you can really tell, but the wheel actually intercepts with the battery there. There's actually two black batteries in there, by the way. I've actually had to stack those in, so. But yeah, that would be an example of using the X button for snapper loading, or firing the snapper, I should say. But for this robot here, it doesn't really seem to matter too much, if I'm honest. Just because basically it's not really needed. Like you can fit the wheel in how many. Oh fuck! I almost forgot. I'm gonna put the battery in. There you go. Yeah, this is, as long as you know your limits and everything like that, you should be good for building a pretty good robot in stock. I'm building a rammer at the moment, so. And yeah, as you can notice, you don't see the wheel here. That's probably just flown off directly into space while I was snapper loading, so it'll just come back later on anyway, so it does not matter at all. I'm hoping this is actually going to be invertible, which is the whole. In fact, I'm hoping this can actually reach the ground. I may have done it a little bit too high here, unfortunately. Let me try. I'm gonna test this out with rubber wheels. It's probably just gonna be wasting a bit of weight, but just in case you didn't know, rubber wheels, even though they look smaller, they're actually bigger than shiny wheels. I'll just give you an example. If you look at the mesh here by pressing S12, this is for the rubber wheels, and if you notice that to a shiny wheel, it's actually a lot short. It's actually quite a bit shorter, so it's a little bit weird, but RA2 logic apparent, I suppose. Yeah, let me just check see if I can actually make a robot out of this, or if we're gonna adjust the drive. In that case, I'll just pause the video and come back, but yeah, this does not seem to be too great if I'm honest. You know, I'm just gonna completely forget about snapper loading for now. I've shown you guys what it is, but I believe I can also just do this using base plates, so I should be fine here. The only problem is I kind of want that for the old snapper, but I'm pretty sure the weight save will justify me getting the 8 iron spikes anyway. So, by the way, base plate anchors are extremely easy to stack, so I should not have too many problems with that. Because I believe there will be stacking required, but they're not too hard to stack, so should not be too hard at all. Only problem is I don't know if this is wide enough for a... I mean, I can absolutely stack that. Oh no, I think this is just about right. I just had it, I think, but yeah, this is not too hard to stack compared to like a black battery or something. I mean, it still takes a bit of effort getting like the right spot, especially for something like this. But yeah, problem is you got to find the stack and then you have to move it just so you can actually attach the drive. Yeah, this is a little bit tougher than I thought. Oh no, there you go. That should be good. Hopefully I can just directly attach the drive there. No, this anchor is still a little bit... See if I can get the perfect placement for this. It should not be impossible, just a little bit hard. Yeah, that's a tool you can technically use, but I'm not using it at the moment because I believe that like requires some extra programs and shit to install. But there's a move, kind of just moves like 1 pixel at a time. So say if I have a position like this, I can just move that down a few pixels and hopefully the stack will still be alright. But unfortunately, I've not got that ability right now, so yeah, I can't really do that for now. I'm honestly thinking of just stacking it like this and maybe putting a 20 centimeter on just to see what it's like. I know it's going to waste a bit of weight, but it should not really matter too much. Hopefully it doesn't affect too much. It doesn't seem to be a big difference. And I think it should still technically... Anyway, I'll start building this robot up now. I'm going to... lift this up a little bit. Not sure if I should go higher or lower. I believe this is fine though, so... Get the right position. Yep, that seems to be pretty good. Get a T connector on. Yeah, now I'm gonna start building up my weapon pile. You also gotta check to know what extender point to use if you gotta go up or down. You gotta go up then down, then basically for the other side it'll be the exact opposite as well. So basically I'm gonna go up, down. I believe I only need 2 extender points, and then down up, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. And I believe it's also the opposite if you want to go this way as well, I believe. Or maybe not, okay, maybe it's not, maybe it's just lifting it up then, okay. I thought it was opposites for each way, but apparently it's not. But it is for... Okay then. I think I'm going to have to remove that iron spike for now. I'll get back to adding that in later. Alright, this should be good now. And I should be able to fit in 8 iron spikes pretty easily actually. Although apparently it's not good at all, so... Yeah, this is a little bit tougher than I thought. So, down. Then up. Down. Oop. Alright, there you go. That should be good now. Just to add on the iron spikes. Yeah. This is good now. So basically, you're gonna have to basically rotate these spikes around just to get the perfect fit. I'm not sure if it really does anything towards like with like damage or anything. I don't know if there's a better way to actually, because there's no like epic glitching in when it comes to base plate anchors. So just in case you're going to respond with that, I know what the glitch is, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't really apply here. You just got to basically stack them together, rotating your RAM around. Oh fuck! Actually no, I didn't even need to do that because that was just a mistake by myself. I need 8 iron spikes in total, not 6 per thing. So what was the weapon layout again? I know there was one on each side. So yeah, I almost forgot about that. So we got these 4. Although apparently, oh great. I need to actually get rid of that extender. Otherwise, it's going to be overweight, and I'm going to have to. Basically, nothing would have been really improved. Oh, this is going to be a pain. You know, I'm going to pause the video here, guys, until I get this connected. So, basically, just stay tuned. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I'm finally done with this. Basically, I have to make the chassis a little bit wider so I can actually fit both base anchors in there. I couldn't actually really stack them in without having to use an extender to get the motors to the outside. So, but it did also allow me to, since I'm not using a snapper arm, to actually lower the chassis height and basically put the control board just under here. And I eventually got the 8 spikes anyway. And I lifted the base anchors up. I'm not sure why this is not working, to be honest, so I might have to fix this up a little bit. Got no idea why it would not be moving at all. I don't know if I gotta. Thankfully I tested that because otherwise I may have been fucked, but oh, now it should be alright. Hopefully it's not actually because of the weapon spike that's actually causing it. And I've just got to zoom in a little bit more here just to make sure I've got my directions right. Yep, that should be good. Yeah, that control board actually makes it a little bit tougher to build this and get it symmetrical. But yeah, it's something I kind of got to deal with, I think. I mean, I could just remove, but yeah, that should be fine. Hopefully everything fits in alright. Yeah, nothing looks too wrong there. Rewire this up. And no, apparently it did not work whatsoever. Okay, I've got no idea what's happening here. I believe it's a little bit too top heavy. Let me see if changing the forward position might. No, I believe this is actually. I'm not sure what changes I can actually make to it. However, so maybe lift it up a bit. I'll just see what it's like without the weapon first. See if it actually is a problem. Yeah, for the most part it actually does seem to be the weapon. Well, I'm still not getting too much control, even without them. So honestly, I've got no idea what's happened here. Maybe you actually have to lift the anchors up a bit. Or like a lot further than I actually did. And for that I'm actually going to have to remove that. Although I'm not sure how far I should go up because I want to fit that control board back in. So yeah, that could be a pain, but I'll see what it's like with this anyway. Yeah, try and get it symmetrical. I believe that should be good. And of course get it so I don't have to fit any extenders in. I'm hoping that's not too high up though, and I've got to reinstall this. Because apparently I didn't. That's the annoying thing about anchors. Doesn't you can't really tell if it's the actual point outside or inside the chassis. Not in a really effective way anyway. So basically, when you're moving it, can kind of be really, really annoying. But anyway, it should be good for now. Yep. Let's test this out now. Only problem is the wheels actually touch the ground. I believe they should, but I just want to see that, make sure. And this might be the bigger problem. Can I actually fit this back? Oh nope, I found a point. I managed to find a point, but it's so small that I can barely get it in. There you go. So you keep all your buttons and everything, which is nice, but I don't know if you would keep the controls if you just remove the control board straight up. So let me try this now. No, that did not help either. Honestly, I really don't want to do this, but I might have to upgrade to rubbers and then see. I can see that's still not that good. Ooh, this is going to be a pain. Slipper bottoms, the way they work. Probably not the best idea to be doing this, but yeah, slipper bottoms seem to be my only hope. So I'm gonna have to actually remove these iron spikes here, and then turn them into razors, then maybe replace them razor with irons as I see fit. I've completely forgot, is this the right way? Yeah, it is. And I turned out you have to it's basically the same points for each T connector spot, so you don't actually have to rotate between them. It's just the same every time. So I'm gonna put the iron spikes here, as I did originally, but then I think that's just rotate, so I may as well just. And I believe I can fit one more iron spike, then I'll have to. Actually, no. I'll fit that in the other point actually, so that doesn't just seem pointless. There you go. Unfortunately, I had to do that so that this robot wasn't a complete waste. With some fine tuning, I could probably make this a lot better. But for now, I'm going to stop the episode here. And basically, I mean, it's still a pretty effective lightweight, I'm hoping, but especially, I'm planning on testing some of the stock AI opponents first, just to make an entertaining episode out of that. And then eventually move on to the Ultimate AI pack, which I'm using right now to actually build this. So I'm going to have to export this over to my stock version. But yeah, hopefully in the next couple of episodes you'll see this in action. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys learned some new stuff. Trying to make this as informative as possible, show you some of the tips to this game that not everyone knows about. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, give it a like, I suppose. And yeah, I'll see you guys for some more Robot Arena 2 action in the coming days. So I'll see you guys then.